Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. This is Taylor. Welcome to my YouTube channel and welcome to the new year. For the first message that I'd like to convey is freedom. A lot could be feeling restricted at this time, maybe in words, constraints in people, places, and things. Certain habits may be coming up that are hard to leave behind, that I'm feeling the need to say, don't put pressure on yourself right now. Don't put pressure on yourself to change anything drastically overnight, to switch a mindset. You know, the more resistance that we pull towards something, or the more we want something and want to change something, the more resistance we place around that. So the energy needs to be free, the energy needs to be flowing, and it needs to go with what you're feeling as well. And that does not mean, I feel the heart is very much in play right now, and feeling whatever is coming up for you at this time is very, very important. But the theme right now for today is freedom. And what does that feel like for you? What is free for you? What feels free? Does that mean allowing the new year to be just that, a new year, and not placing so much pressure on yourself or others? Okay, so I'm feeling a lot of heart healing as well, as if I had not said that already. Throat also. Right when I got onto this, my throat started acting up a little bit. So speaking your truth, being able to talk to others in a way that is authentic to how you feel in this present moment, not how you feel you should be acting, just because it's, again, the new year. Okay, so I'll pull a few cards. This will be a short video. I just wanted to kind of introduce myself back online a little bit. This will be placed on YouTube. But for those suffering with throat issues, just know that there's some activation going to happen. There's a lot of fluidity that needs to be had within our words, within the way that we speak, within the way we feel. I feel that there's no holding back anymore. It's time to unleash whatever has been enclosed in parts in our body, whether that be in the throat, whether that be in the heart. But I'm feeling the throat and the heart very much right now. Sacral too, within meaning relationships that we have with other people are highlighted at this time. Okay, and I will be coming on tomorrow again with another video and a reading for a certain transit that we'll be experiencing for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so let's see what Spirit would like to convey to us for today. Okay, so signs from Spirit with love. So I will place the cards right here. You might not be able to really see them, but you could feel them. So, signs from Spirit with love. And you know what? Instead of doing it like that, I will just show the card instead. Okay. Here's the card. Okay, and what this means to me is that there's going to be a lot of synchronicities coming up, especially in the next 4 days, I'm hearing. So within the next 4 days in this week, just watch out for birds, for nature specifically. Okay, so let's see what else Spirit would like to convey to us right now for those watching. Okay, creation, expansion in your life. So right now, you are the weaver of your reality. Okay, you are the weaver of your reality, meaning that your thoughts your actions, your words, everything matters. This is a 3 card, meaning that you are the creator, you are the manifester. And it all starts with how you speak to yourself, what you do with yourself on a daily basis. Okay, trying to change a timeline, which is kind of what we're in right now, is really important, because if you'd like to change, if you'd like to change your timeline, it is vital right now to be a little more aware. We should always be aware, but be specifically aware right now to how, again, we are speaking to ourselves, what we are doing, how we are even projecting onto others, maybe. But it's a time to really take some initiative in the way we are going about our moment by moment. Okay? And that does not, again, I just want to pull in that feeling, or this pressure that I'm feeling around that. I feel a lot of pressure to just make sure everything is perfect. But with the in alignment that you might be experiencing, even though we're in the new year and we're trying to regain balance as best as we can, within that in alignment is the alignment. Okay? Within that in alignment is the alignment. I'm sorry if you heard my stomach too. So if your diet has been a little off as well, if you're feeling like emotionally eating, or maybe not, or trying to kind of start a diet or change that drastically, that is not something that is healthy for your body. You need to listen to your body right now. As we always say, that is my motto, always listen to what your body, it is the ultimate guidance system that you need. And we have this built-in technology that is always guiding us and telling us what we need for food, what we need for exercise, what we need not to watch on television, what we need to do. And whether we're resistant to that or whether we listen to it will be kind of how we, again, create our reality and also expand in our reality, if that makes sense. So this doesn't mean to put pressure on yourself. This just means to be more in tune with how you are on a daily basis and what you are creating. Are you creating things that you would rather not feel or witness or something like that? And sometimes it's okay to not know exactly. It's just best to stay mindful in every moment, and that is the creation of the next. Okay, and as simple as that sounds, someone needed to hear that. But again, I also want to say that it's okay to fall off the bandwagon too. There's no set plan. Okay, it's okay. The pressure really needs to be off right now. The pressure needs to be off. And whatever, because that's also a form of resistance, and that's also, you're creating more resistance and more pressure the more pressure you put on. So it's very it's a more of, this is not a thinking reality. We're not in the thinking reality anymore. We're in the feeling reality. Okay, so go with what feels right for you. Maybe that could be a box of chocolates. Maybe that could be going for a run. Maybe that could mean just laying down and not doing anything. Maybe that could mean reading a book. Okay? There's no good or bad to any of that. Okay. So let's see what else Spirit wants to say to us. Okay, that one came up very quickly. Yes. Perfect. Go with the flow. Paddle on. That is what we should be doing right now. Going with the flow. Going with what we feel. Again, this is going to be a very watery year. I'm getting that. A lot of other of the spiritual teachers are saying that. They're feeling out the energies. It's a 7 year, so it's a very deep year. So it is a watery type of months we might have ahead. Okay, and that's why it's best to go with the flow and to create the least resistance as we can, okay? And that will create the most expansion. Okay, so we had 3 from that deck, and then I want to take out from the Galactic Starseed Oracle deck. I believe it's by Amy Price. Okay. So the deck that I was using before was by Amanda Ellis, Metatron. Let's see. Okay, yes, we have Initiation Joy. Okay, so in this new year and starting today, what brings you happiness? And that's also with what's going with the flow and what is taking the pressure off of you right now. What brings you joy? What brings you complete and utter just bliss as you're doing it? And it's more, there's no thought towards it. There's just a feeling of openness, of graciousness, of gratitude, of happiness, of warmth. What is that for you? And that's what you should be creating. That's what you should be going towards. Not what's my next weight loss plan, or how can I get to the gym every day and, be as fit as possible. No, it's flow to fit, meaning flowing to fit your feelings, not being fit in a physical sense, which is important, but this year is about more of flowing to fit your needs, flowing to fit what makes you feel happy and again joyful and abundant and satisfied, not in a destructive way. Okay, so let's see what else we have to come out. Again, there's that throat chakra. So those of you that are having coming online too and speaking out there into the public, bringing out your own messages, just know that it's welcomed, and that resistance that you feel in your throat it will break away. Just again, flow through that. Clear it out as you're speaking. Okay. So let's see. Lots of third eye activations too coming up, I feel. Okay. Yes, see, releasing self-hatred. Releasing self-hatred. We're not going to do things that are against our soul, against our will. And we all have our own individual wills, but it's against our own self-loving nature. We're not going to do things that just to do them to appear a certain way to other people, or to feel that we need to, again, fit into some type of mold that others have, that the media has made, that our programmings and that our childhood trauma has made. We don't need to fit into any mold, but the mold that brings you the happiest and the most joyous state possible. That's the only mold that you need to fit in, and the only mold that you need to be creating in and expanding in. Okay? And there's no molding. Mold is kind of, I think, of concrete. We're always melding or mold, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it's just always changing, always transforming, always growing. Okay? And we can't do that. We can't have this joy if we're looking at ourselves as a constant need to fix something, okay? To improve something. We don't need to improve anything. We just need to be in our feelings, be in what makes us happy and opens our hearts up. That's the only joy that we need to work on, or the only the only essence that we need to see. When I get too much in the crown, remember to ground this year too, since it's such a spiritual year. It's going to be harder to ground. So having your practices for that, whatever that is for you, whether that be in nature again, or meditation, or things that just make sure that you can listen to your body it's clear. You're a clear channel to be able to listen to your own intuition and what your body needs to bring you to this joyous state. Okay? And remember, don't worry if you fall off whatever bandwagon you have for yourself. Know that that is not the wagon you should be on anyway. If you fell off, there's a reason. It's because it's too restricted. Okay? And it's not love. It's not love. It's not, you're not riding on a good ride. That's why you fell off. So find your place of joy. Find what makes you feel alive and warm. And I might be repeating myself, but the self-hatred that I see here that we're all releasing is something that I need to be repetitive on, because it could creep up very easily, especially when we get into the outside external influences. Okay? And that could even be with our partners. I feel like partners or aging or anything like that, that could have a big toll on what you feel is, you know, it's very superficial, but that's not a judgment, but it is what it is. But you have to just always come back into the heart. Always come back into the heart. And that is how that is. Okay, and for our last card, I had to take a brief intermission. And I take that as when you are distracted, when something comes up, that's another place where you can allow fluidity and just going with the flow. Okay? Allow whatever comes up, whatever takes you away from, you know, just go with the flow. Reactive. Don't be reactive. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? So we're initiating joy and we are releasing self-hatred. Okay, initiating joy and releasing self-hatred. Okay. One more card, please, Spirit. One more card, please, Spirit. Okay, there we go. Oh, and the last card is expanding, and this is all happening now. So as we speak, we are initiating joy and releasing self-hatred now. Okay? So that's the message that Spirit wants to convey to us right now. There is no time to waste with that. In every moment, please remember that do things from a place of love. Do things from a place of self-love, from a place of love for others. Remember that going into this year, starting now. Okay? Okay, so I want to take out, let's see. I will bring out one tarot card to see which tarot card we'll be working with right now. Okay, let's see, and then we'll close this message, and I will be back tomorrow with a transit messages, an astrological transit message. Okay. Oops, okay, so we wanted to get, I guess Spirit wanted to give us 3, and perfectly. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the 4 of Swords here. So with the Four of Swords, I look at this as this is a time of rest. Rest from what we normally would start out the new year as. Rest and relaxing and kind of taking stock, not stock, but noting where our strengths are and healing, embracing that the strength that we have, that of the parts that we already have healed. Okay, this is not a really, this is the Gregorian calendar that we start the new year. The new year honestly starts in spring. Okay, with so that is when the new year starts, with the magpoles, in the Celtic, I think that's what it's, Beltane. But for right now, if you need to rest, if you don't feel the urge to start an endeavor or, work on yourself in something, know that there's strength in that. There's strength in knowing that you really don't need to do anything but just be, okay? And note the places that you've already healed. Note what you've already been through. Note where you've already are continuing to flow through, and what you're continuing to flow through while you're healing. Okay? There's not much work to be done here. That's what I'm seeing. There's not much in the physical reality to be done. This is more of an energetic sense of your energy will be uplifted and exhilarated and enhanced the more you allow yourself to give yourself what it needs. Meaning that if it needs rest, rest. If it needs to sleep, if you need to smell the roses, if you need to protect yourself in some way, meaning isolate from others, or whatever you need, just know that that is what will build your strength. Okay? It's not to fortify, or if that makes sense, or it's not to go after, it's not to build. The creation comes from within, okay? And your inner voice, your inner guidance will know what you need on a physical level, but it starts from within. And that's where the expansion lies as well. And again, that looks different for everyone. That looks different for that everybody. It doesn't have to be, again, about the normal weight loss and programming, whatever. Okay? This year is all about spiritual depth and inner wisdom. Okay? And listening to that. Listening to what you need on an energetic level, which will expand you on a physical level. Okay? So that is what I'm seeing for that. And since 4 is a big number, I feel 4, even though we're in a 7 year, I feel like 4 is, might be showing up for some people. 4s is kind of will lead you to how you ground this spiritual insight, this whatever your emotions, or not emotions, but feelings. Feelings and emotions are different. Emotions are in motion. Feeling is something that's subtle, that comes through as an intuitive nudge or of that nature. Okay, so let's see. One more card. I'm just going to take out one more tarot card. Oop. Okay, let's see. Okay, tarot card. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, and this is just the 9 of Swords in reverse. So remember, let the anxiety, the mental, do, go, this, that, her, he, now, what, all of that, let it go. Be, just be, okay? That is the motto for 2023. Just be. Which will inevitably create the life that you want. It's in every moment. Okay? It's right now. Okay, so please continue to love yourself, continue to to open yourself up to the universe and its messages. And always, always, always stay in your heart. And if you feel that you are coming out of that, take a moment, take 3 deep breaths, close your eyes, go outside, feel the wind move through you, feel the touch of spirit through nature, and sink back down into your heart to lift it back up. Okay? Okay. Much love, everyone. Happy New Year, and I will be back tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye.